Hello everyone, I am Shai Mitro and you are watching Wbcs Expo. It is highly recommended that current affairs is very essential for competitive exam. So here we discuss today's most important current affairs. So you subscribe the channel to get daily updated current affairs. Today's important current affairs are Typhoon Ganon hits Philippines. Super Typhoon Ganon has killed 4 people in the Philippines after ferocious winds caused power outage and infrastructure damage. About millions were evacuated from its projected path, including in the capital, Manila. The international airport was offered closed. The storm hit the early hours of the morning with sustained winds of 215 km per hour, 133 mph and gusts of 290 km per hour, 180 mph. Next, 1st November, World Vegan Day 2020. World Vegan Day is celebrated on November 1st annually by vegans across the globe. It is observed to motivate people to follow a vegan lifestyle, which is beneficial for animal welfare and the environment. The day marks the founding day of the Vegan Society of the United Kingdom. World Vegan Day came to be observed officially in 1979. Next, Ritupu Fogart wins 3rd straight MMA title. Indian wrestler turned mixed martial arts fighter Ritupu Fogart won her 3rd consecutive MMA championship title in Singapore. The 26-year-old Indian notched up a technical knockout win over Cambodia's Pop in the second round. The 26-year-old Ritupu Fogart turned her attention to MMA last year and made her debut in November 2019 against Korean Nam Hee Kim at One Championship. Next, 2,061 girls among 3,531 children adopted. A total of 3,531 children, including 2,061 girls, were adopted in India during the one-year period ending March 31, with Maharashtra recording the highest number of adoptions among states. As per data from the Child Adoption Resources Authority (CARA), 1,470 boys, 2,061 girls were adopted from April 1, 2019 to March 31, 2020. Next, BCCI announces Jio as title sponsor. Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, has announced Reliance Jio as the title sponsor of the Women's T20 Challenge 2020. This is the first time a sponsor is partnering with the BCCI exclusively for the women's counterpart to the IPL. The Women's T20 Challenge is scheduled to run from November 4 to 9, 2020 in Sharjah. Next, writer Paul Zacharia chosen for an award. Noted Malayalam writer Paul Zacharia has been selected for 2020 Izhuthachan Puraskaram, the Kerala government's highest literary honor. The award, named after Izhuthachan, the father of the Malayalam language, carries a cash prize of rupees 5 lakh and a citation. He was chosen for his contribution to Malayalam literature during the past 5 decades. A 5-member jury selected him for the award. Next, International Day to End Impunity for Crimes. The UN General Assembly proclaimed 2nd November as the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes against Journalists in General Assembly Resolution A-Res 68/163. The date was chosen in commemoration of the assassination of 2 French journalists in Mali on 2nd November 2013. In the past 14 years, close to 1,200 journalists have been killed for reporting the news and bringing information to the public. Next, Lewis Hamilton wins Emilia Romagna GP. Lewis Hamilton moved to the brink of a 7th world title with a victory in the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. A 1-2 for Mercedes with Valtteri Bottas second sealed a record 7th consecutive Constructors' Championship. In the drivers' title chase, Hamilton is 85 points clear of Bottas, who was promoted to second when Red Bull's Max Verstappen suffered a puncture. Next, Andrey Rublev beats Sonego. Andrey Rublev won his 5th ATP title of the session on 1st November 2020, beating unheralded Lorenzo Sonego 6-4, 6-4 at the Arith Bank Open. He has won 3 of his last 4 tournaments, improving to 7-2 in career's finals, and 1st November's win earned him a berth for the session-ending ATP finals in London. Rublev became the first player in the shortened session with 5 titles, one more than Novak Djokovic. Next, MPL new apparel sponsor of Indian cricket team. Mobile Premier League's subsidiary arm MPL Sports Apparel and Accessories is the new kit sponsor of the Indian cricket team for a period of 3 years. BCCI has inked the apparel and merchandise deal with MPL, replacing Nike. The rate per match will be rupees 65 lakh per games instead of rupees 88 lakh that Nike was giving. BCCI will also get 10% of the royalty from the sale of merchandise. Next, Priyanka Radhakrishnan, Minister of New Zealand. Ernakulam native Priyanka Radhakrishnan has created history by becoming the first ever Kiwi Indian minister in the Jacinda Ardern ministry. Priyanka is a second-time MP and has been given 3 key portfolios which include community and voluntary sector, diversity, inclusion and ethnic communities, youth, and is also an associate minister for social development and employment. Next, Arith Puri joins Carlyle Group as advisor. The Carlyle Group has announced the appointment of Arith Puri, former CEO of HDFC Bank, as a senior advisor in Asia. Puri will advise the Carlyle team on investment opportunities across Asia. Puri will provide guidance on the evolving market landscape and new investment opportunities. Puri was appointed as the first CEO of HDFC Bank when it was established in 1994. Mansar Lake project to attract tourists. In a move to increase tourism, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Union Minister of Development of North Eastern Region, has inaugurated the Mansar Lake Development Plan in Jammu and Kashmir. The project is eyed to attract almost 20 lakh tourists every year. It will create employment for 1.15 crore man days with an income generation of rupees 800 crores per year. Next, Asteroid 16 Psyche. A recent study has found that Asteroid 16 Psyche, which orbits between Mars and Jupiter, could be made entirely of metal and is worth an estimated $10,000 quadrillion, more than the entire economy of Earth. Its surface may costly comprise iron and nickel similar to the Earth's core, according to the study published in the Planetary Science journal showed. So, these are the most important current affairs of the day. I hope it helps you a lot. Please like this video, share your love, comment on this video, and please subscribe the channel.